name's Keating. I'm born and raised in Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. I just graduated from Memorial, mechanical engineer. Started doing Hyperloop 2 years ago, founded that team, and now I actually have two of my own companies, Colab Software and Duxion Motors. So Hyperloop is a fifth mode of transportation. If you were to picture a tube stretching from one place to the other, you'd have then basically a train-like vehicle that floats on an air cushion, take people at speeds almost at the speed of sound. Basically getting you from somewhere like St. John's to Corner Brook in 30 minutes. Yeah, my path was actually really funny. So I actually started working in oil and gas. I did actually 4 work terms in oil and gas. And then one of my friends said, hey, we should join this Hyperloop team. At the time, I didn't know what it was. So I joined, and at first it was kind of just an interest thing. And then January 2016, we went to Texas for this first competition, and we saw 125 teams from all over the world. And that's when I realized that, hey, we can do really cool things here. I think that was kind of what opened my eyes to these opportunities. Then I spent the next 2 years building this prototype, and then we finished second in the world. And I'm thinking, hey, there's a lot of things that I'm really passionate about. So rather than working for someone else's dream, I'm going to do the things that I'm passionate about. And that's kind of where January 2017, I made the decision to not go back and work in California and to stay here and start my own companies. Hyperloop actually started both of my companies, really. Colab Software were developing tools for mechanical designers to collaborate in distributed locations. This came about because we were working with 6 universities trying to build this Hyperloop pod, which at the time we didn't know what it was something new, and it was super challenging. So we're targeting now helping other innovative companies build innovative products. Duxion Motors actually came the same way. Looking at the electric car market, we saw the opportunity then to look at electric aviation. There's very few players in that market, and we're building now electric propulsion systems for electric aircraft in the future. I would say definitely yes. Failure in the early days of Hyperloop was fairly inevitable, mostly because we were a student team in school full time. So the 2 other top 3 teams in the world had the year off of school, which is a huge, huge advantage. And it was really hard. I mean, a lot of people on our team had to take a step back because of the impact it had on school when we first did it, because we weren't really sure how to manage it. It was new to us. So I think a lot of people doubted that we could actually do it. I mean, I doubted at times, could we keep doing this? But we had a core group that really believed in what we were doing, and that helped us basically get through it. And I don't think now anyone would say today that it's not possible, because we're proving that it is. I think the best advice I'd give anybody would be to just get involved. Don't wait. I waited kind of 3 years in my program before I started doing things that I was really passionate about, because I was really focused on school. Definitely focus on your studies, but don't wait to get involved. And don't be scared to take a chance too. It's kind of scary when you're looking at jobs and saying, hey, I'm going to start my own business, but don't wait. Right now, just in our team, so there was 20 of us in August that went from Newfoundland. 5 of those people are going to work for Tesla and Apple and Neuralink. People show up to do Hyperloop because they want to do it. People go get these jobs because they can do it. People are starting their own companies. There's been 4 or 5 start from this Hyperloop team in Newfoundland in the last year. I think the biggest challenge is just believing that it's possible. Starting Colab and Duxion was incredibly scary. All of us that started these companies, we believed that we could have went and worked in Silicon Valley for jobs that we had offers for. We're saying no to that, which is kind of scary, because that's a great opportunity. But our opportunity was right now. And that's kind of the thing that got us going, was saying, let's take this chance, and having good people around that just support what you're doing, that really allowed us to do these things that were a little bit nerve-wracking. I've lived in Alberta, I've lived in California, and no matter where you go, when you run into that Newfoundland person, you're like, wow, this is why I like living here. When I worked in Alberta, I'd say 25% of the team I worked with were Newfoundlanders, and I used to know who was from Newfoundland just walking up to them, just the way they approach me. I think Newfoundland in general is a great place for doing this kind of stuff, and I think a lot of people outside probably wouldn't realize that. But there's a lot of support here. There's a really tight network of entrepreneurs here. There's a lot of government programs that help you do this. And then above all else, there are really hungry people here. Paradigm Hyperloop is paradigmhyperloop.com, colabsoftware.com, and Duxion.com, which is Duxion.com.